with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good evening, I'm Mike Ruzzi. Thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of the NOWCAST. A portion of Perry Highway was closed until 8:30 this evening to traffic because of a bad head-on crash. Firefighters freed a driver trapped for nearly an hour. Now, it happened around 6:15 tonight on Perry Highway near the intersection of Glen Ridge. A semi and a car collided head-on. Initial reports indicate the driver of the semi was not hurt. Also, there is a report of significant fuel leaks from the semi. Hazmat has been notified, called to scan and go to the scene and clean up and prevent it from spreading. A state judge says an order that requires masks inside K-12 schools and child care facilities should expire December 4th. Today's ruling by a Commonwealth Court judge comes a week after her court threw out the state mask mandate. The order lifts the automatic suspension of the court's earlier decision. In theory, the ruling gives time for the state Supreme Court to take up the case. The Wolf administration could also enact the mask mandate through an emergency regulation. COVID-19 vaccines continue to roll out, and today a vaccine clinic was aimed toward residents of Erie's East Side. Our Keelan Berrien stopped by the clinic to check out the turnout.
More COVID-19 vaccines are given to those interested in their first, second, or booster shots. Here at the JFK Center, the Minority Community Investment Coalition, along with the Erie County Health Department, work together to give these vaccines out to the community.
Because nobody should be dying from this, because I don't want to, or I don't want my brother to, so y'all should get it.
This is Anaya Flemings, a 15-year-old nervously waiting to get her first COVID shot. After months of waiting, she wanted to keep her brother safe.
Well, I have a disabled brother, and I got to keep him safe because he's my number one.
Last month, Flemings lost her uncle to COVID-19. When she was around family, she was worried she could have caught the virus from them.
I just want to keep everybody safe because I don't want people thinking I got it.
And then there's Marva Morris.
I feel like I'm rolling the dice if I don't.
She's getting her booster shot after 2 people close to her died from COVID.
So I decided to go ahead and get it done.
Morris hosts her family's Thanksgiving dinner. She feels the booster is necessary.
I want to make sure that I'm okay and, my family can feel comfortable.
Zip code 16503 is part of Erie's East Side, and according to county data, only 32% is vaccinated, making it the lowest vaccinated community. The MCIC is trying to change that.
We all know that the virus is not over. It has not been defeated.
Horton goes on to say he wants to see more people with the vaccine, especially the younger generation, like Flemings.
Just get it because it's quick and easy.
Keelan Berrien, Erie News Now.
And Erie County reported more than 200 new cases of COVID-19 today. That's actually below average. Cases have been increasing in our region since late October and are now about the same level as they were last December. The surge in cases comes despite a vaccination rate of more than 50% across all 3 of our counties. There is some hope in the numbers today. Vaccine mandates are rolling out at the same time the children aged 5 to 11 are able to get vaccinated. State data is showing that not everyone is completing their vaccination, but partial doses still do some work in the fight against COVID-19. Erie County leads the way on vaccinations with more than 64% of the residents having been vaccinated. Warren County has at least partially vaccinated 67% of residents, which is more than Crawford County. You can always find the latest COVID-19 facts and figures on our website, erienewsnow.com. An update on the electrical repairs going on beneath 10th and State Streets at Erie. Crews have been on site since late September, but they still have lots of work to do before the problem is solved. The problem all started on September 28th when a switch on a transformer failed. That led to a buildup of pressure beneath the city, creating a fire and explosion that damaged all sorts of equipment. Since then, Penelec representatives say they've restored power to businesses and have worked the wiring system beneath the city. They've installed a new transformer, but still need to pour concrete and finish some repairs.
If it would be in the air, you could have a lot of people working on it at the same time. You're not dealing with having to pour concrete. It's more of, erecting new poles, things that we're very adept at. But when it comes to concrete forms and things, that's not what Penelec does. We need special contractors to do that, and you need to be able to fit into their schedule as well.
Penelec hopes to reopen the eastbound lanes of 10th Street by the week. The company hopes to have most of the work done and reopen the westbound lanes by Christmas. With grocery prices soaring over the past year, Erie's less fortunate certainly needs the help right now. To help ease the burden, tomorrow morning, Erie News Now will team up with the Second Harvest Food Bank for the 21st annual Erie News Now Food Drive. And with 1.3 million Pennsylvanians dealing with hunger, the Second Harvest Food Bank is using a new app to help feed the hungry. It's called Meal Connect. And here's how it works. Restaurants and food retailers who have a surplus of food can post what they have on Meal Connect. Now, the app will then determine the best suited food pantry or nonprofit to receive those donations. Meal Connect then sets up a time for pickup.
In Pennsylvania right now, our food insecure rate is about 88,000 people in our 11 counties that we know are in need of food, and a large chunk of that is children. So Meal Connect makes it more efficient for those who have excess food to get it to those who need it.
And the food drive kicks off tomorrow morning at 6 and runs until 6:30 p.m. For a full list of all drop-off locations, just head to our website, erienewsnow.com. The group that owns the Boston Red Sox is reportedly in talks to buy the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that Fenway Sports Group is in advanced talks to buy the Pens. Now, according to the report, the deal could soon be finalized this week. Lemieux Group LP has owned the Penguins since 1999, which is co-owned by Pens icon Mario Lemieux and California businessman Ron Burkle. In addition to the Red Sox, the company owns the Liverpool Football Club and Roush Racing. Additional reports say that Lemieux would remain a minority owner of the team and continue to work the hockey side of operations. The Erie Metropolitan Transit Authority is asking for your help to stuff the bus this Friday. People are invited to drop off new unwrapped toys from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. at the Mill Creek Mall Plaza in the previous Office Max parking lot. The fundraiser benefits Toys for Tots of Erie County. Last year, Toys for Tots distributed nearly 30,000 toys and supported more than 6,000 children in Erie County. Thanks for joining us for the Erie News Now NOWCAST. Join us for our next news at 10 on the CW and 11 p.m. on WICU and WSE. Have a great night.